Do you know somebody who has talent that doesn't do enough with it? 4 years old. I'm going to be a professional baseball player. We'd have the, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'd be like, professional baseball player. And everybody would laugh at me. So in Little League, no joke, on Saturdays, my mom would pack me into the car with all of my uniforms, and I would jump from team to team to team to team, and I would play from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all day long. It's all I ever did. And then I went into high school, and I ended up leading the state of Florida in hitting. I was obsessed. That's all I wanted to do. I practiced every single night. Went into college, and I was playing college ball, and I was doing really well, and the Dodgers were looking at me, and the Padres were looking at me. They were all sitting in the stands, and I'm playing this game. I'm playing second base. The pitcher pitches the ball to the batter bunts the ball. I'm running over to second base. I'm running. It's like an intense play. Pitcher throws the ball to me up the line. Runner runs into my wrist, and snap! I fall down to the ground in pain. That whole slow motion thing you see in the movies, that was like what I was going through. They're running out, and I'm looking up at the stands, and I see all the scouts and my agent fold up their folders and leave. And I see my agent go, no, come back. And they leave. And they were like, because in baseball, this is your product. And people don't buy damaged goods. That was my agent's words to me. And as time went on, the season passed, the draft came and went. I was supposed to be in the top 10 rounds. I didn't even go in the 50th round. Nothing. Nobody invests in that. So what do? Right? I go to my parents, I go to my dad, and I'm like, Dad, what do I do? Like, how do I make this happen? What do I do? And he's like, son, listen to me really close. You are one heck of a ball player. Now go get a job and start paying rent. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go ask Mom. Mom! And I went to Mom, and I'm like, Mom, you know, a lot of people are telling me I should go get a job, I should pay rent. Dad's telling me to do that. Maybe that's the right thing to do. And she looked me right in the eyes, and I'll never forget it. She looked at me and she said, David, stop looking for excuses to sell out on your dream and just go find a way. That's where this whole brand came from. She said, just go find a way. You're better than that. So I was like, you know what? I'll find a way. Can I borrow $400? Because I got to fly somewhere to go try out. Because I'm a broke college kid. I don't know what to do. I borrow $400 from her. I get online, and I'm starting to look for teams. I'm like, ooh, that second baseman stinks. He's not batting very good. Maybe I can go. And I call, his name was Al Gallagher. I don't know if you guys follow baseball, but he was a professional baseball player for the Giants and the Angels. And I call him up. I'm like, Al Gallagher? He's like, who is this? I'm like, your new second baseman, David Kesey. I'm flying out there on Tuesday, see you at your homestand. He's like, you can't come out here. We don't take people like that. I'm like, well, too late. I just spent my last $400 getting a plane ticket. I'll see you on Tuesday. And I show up at the door. I knock at the door, and he opens the door. He's got a big tobacco thing in his lip, and he's like, you got to be kidding me. And I'm like, well, I flew all the way out here. Can you at least let me take some batting practice? I don't have to try out, but can I just take some swings with you guys? Fine, go take some swings. I go out there. Now, mind you, I'm lacking sleep. Dinner was peanuts out of a vending machine the night before. Slightly hard to go onto a professional field and perform at a high level. I go out there. I crush it. And then the manager calls me, David, come in my office. And I sat down. He goes, son, you're a really good ball player. I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love this company. I'm marinating in this. This is great. And he's like, I think I have an option for you, but I don't think you're going to like it. And I'm like, well, what is it? He's like, well, we're going on a road trip down to El Paso. We're going to go down there for 5 days and then come back. I'm like, I'm in. He's like, well, before you say you're in, the bus leaves at 3 a.m. And you need to know that there's a caveat. If we take you, and I can't give you any money. I can't let you stay in one of our hotels because it's a liability issue. And if we decide we're not going to take you, we have to drop you off wherever we are. I call up my mom and I'm like, Mom, tell me what to do. I tried out. They're telling me I shouldn't do it. Here's the circumstances. Tell me, what should I do? And I'm waiting for that voice of inspiration. But I don't hear it. I hear silence. And then I hear the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. I start to hear my mother crying. I said, Mama, I got to do it anyway, okay? I have to, I over-exaggerate. It's not that big of a deal. They're not going to drop me off. Come on, they're not going to drop me off. I'm going to be fine. I love you. I got to go. Please don't worry. I got to go. And I hung up. And I showed up at the bus at 3 a.m. in the morning. I walk up onto the bus, and on the left side are the manager and the hitting coach. The manager looks at me and goes, David Kesey. I told you he'd show up. You owe me $5 because they had a bet going. He takes a contract and goes, welcome to the team, son. And I was like, thank you. It's for like $600 a month, and I was thrilled. And I signed the contract, I give it back to him, and and the next thing I didn't know is that rookies have to sleep on the floor. They don't get a chair. And so I'm under the chair with my Nokia cell phone, and I'm sitting there talking to my mom like, oh my God, I made it, and now she's crying happy tears. I'm like, oh, I feel so amazing, this is gonna be incredible. And she said, what was the difference? Why did they take you? And I thought, that's a really profound question. Before the bus, I was an amateur. On the bus, I was a professional. I played for 6 years. The number one difference between a professional and an amateur is that professionals have skill on top of talent. Ridiculous skills. How could I go out on a field, sleep deprived, eating peanuts out of a vending machine, and deliver at a high level? I was skilled. People didn't see that I would hit baseballs until my hands would bleed. And I would keep hitting, and blood would be coming through the tape, and I gotta get it down, I gotta get it down. That was the commitment level. The second thing that professionals know is that life adjusts to your commitments, not the other way around. I propose you go back to your hotel room, or you go home tonight, wherever you're going, and you get crystal clear on what you're committed to in your life, for your family, for you, what you're committed to in this business, and then you fearlessly, relentlessly, and unapologetically go after it.